You can be existing and you can be living. And you can see it in a person. Just look for fun at the people around you here. Who here is emanating life and who here is just kind of derping around, just dead inside? Like their body's there, but are they really there? Just look around. I'm sure you can spot a few. I can. Okay? Now, as soon as I said this, there's probably a little bit more, let's just say, mental energy that kicked in. It's like, oh, don't be pointed out. I'm alive. I'm alive. But you got to look at this. Like, is there that livelihood, you know? Or do they seem completely destroyed? Now, of course, there's times where, you know, you may cut into your sleep and you're just working quite hard and you seem a little destroyed, but there's still that hump behind it, as opposed to just like kind of retreating, like there's not that same presence there. You can also look at it in the pupils. Are they fucking there or not? Now, don't get all, you know, obsessed with this. Like people are like, well, what exactly is the diameter of the pupil in millimeters? I want to know that it's like the limit. It's like, no, you can just sense, you know? If I tried to retreat, I would be, it's hard to do, but hey, everyone. I'm literally trying to like zoom out. It's like, hey, so, I'm here, my body's here, I'm alive, right? You know, I'm kind of alive, but I feel quite judged right now. There's like a certain retreating as opposed to, wow, like you're fucking there. Okay? Look at the pupils. Is there life? Even just facial expressions. Is their face moving? As opposed to just being very locked or blocked. You'll see that. Like when someone smiles, like how often do they smile? Are they like, or I kid you not, this for a lot of people, due to the way that we're conditioned, and it's important to say that, it's not necessarily your fault, it's due to the way you're conditioned, most people cannot smile past this. And this hurts their fucking cheeks. It's true. It's like, I just can't, and then they feel so incongruent, so weird, because they're not used to that at all, they don't resonate with it, they're like, ugh, let me get back to my grumpy face. How much blockage is in the face? Or aliveness? Okay, and once more, look at the pupils. Is there life? Are they there? Are they present with you when you're talking to them? Or are they retreating in the mental realm? And that's the other thing, okay? People who tend to say, live in, let's just label it, lower realities, do tend to retreat in the mental realm because it's just not as comfortable to inhabit all of their bodies. So you'll see people just kind of analyzing. When you're talking to them, they're not there with you. They're just in their head, like trying to compute what you're saying and then trying to figure out, what's perhaps the next thing I could say? What does this have to do with me? Okay? As opposed to, I acknowledge you, I'm there, I offer you my full presence, as cheesy as that may sound. Next thing to look for is, building on what we said, how often do they laugh? And by the way, you can also apply this to you. How often do you laugh? Not just a little smile, but actually laugh. Did you laugh today? Or do you have to actually think about this? Like, maybe last week, I hope. When was the last time you really laughed? And not laughed because you went out and got fucking drunk. Because you smoked weed and shit. I want a sober laugh. When was the last sober laugh? That's the question. Now you smile. I see you're like, we got one. Okay. How often do they laugh? What emotional state do they find themselves in the most? We all have this. We think every day is a new day, but that's not true. Every day is Groundhogs Day. What do you find yourself in the most? What do you find a way back to? If someone perhaps makes you laugh, can you stay in that state of joy and laughter? Or will you find your way back to a state of perhaps apathy or fear or anger or bitterness? What's your go-to? Okay, do that for yourself. Look at the people you're around. What are their go-tos on a day-to-day basis? How many people do you hang out with who are fucking there, who are laughing? How many people are just in their head retreating? Okay. Are they off balance? Another thing to notice in someone. And what I mean by off balance is 1 foot in the outer world, 1 foot in the inner world. Okay, the yin and the yang. People who are 100% outer who are like, no inner work, it's all the outer, they look horrible. They're not in balance. It's the people like the ultimate hustlers you might see on YouTube, where it's like, you must hustle all the time. And it's like, whoa, are you okay? Yes, I'm hustling even now as I'm saying this. It's like, wow, there's something off there. There's not that balance. It's like, I'm hustling, I'm hustling, I'm hustling. On the other side, there's someone who's, you know what, fuck the outer world. Let's just be spiritual and meditate. And they're also off balance. They're like, hey, yeah, what? You know, what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours. Also off balance. You need the two, okay? And instead of fully retreating, and by the way, remember this, anything that's compulsive, because that is compulsive, to only be one side, there's some kind of internal resistance inside. They're resisting some part of themselves. You want to be whole. Instead of just being like, oh, hey, what's up? Or, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? You want that fucking power. And it's not forced. It's not like that. It's fucking strong and it's effortless. 1 foot in each. Are they grounded? Is there that solid center? And of course, it doesn't mean they have to be like this all the time. But overall, are they balanced? Another thing to notice. This is what I look for, by the way. When I'm talking to someone, I'm like, okay, conversation topics. How grounded? Are they in balance? What side are they leaning more towards? Are they there? Are they in their head? Are they smiling? Is their face moving a lot? What's their emotional state? What am I feeling off of them? And you got to get in the habit of feeling off of people too. To do this, you must also learn to inhabit your own body. You can't mentally do this. But you do get a feel. We're affected by that. Become aware of it. Look for any kind of twitchiness, lastly. Okay. Twitchiness, you'll kind of see it when I mention like blockages in the face, but also just kind of like a little bit of a twitch. It usually signals some kind of blockage inside, like not feeling at home in your body. Okay, so those are the physical tells.